Hey, everyone. This is LaShawanda Moore. I am your professional development consultant and your life and business coach coming to you today to talk about how to find your why. I shared recently the 5 key elements to success, and one of those elements is motivation. And from that, I shared the importance of knowing your deeper reason for your goals, your actions, your behaviors, whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. And so tonight I'm coming because I have had some questions. Okay, LaShawanda, I understand that I need motivation and I understand that I need this deeper reason for my goals or for my vision for the year, etc. Right? But how do I find my why? So I'm going to share with you really quickly some pointers on how to discover your why. And if you have any questions or need any help, please feel free to reach out to me. For those that are listening in, go ahead in the comments and say hello to me. Type in type in hello. Let me see some faces or some familiar names in the comments. So tonight I am talking about how to find your why. I'm not going to be before you very long, but please do share. Where are you representing from? Who are you? I cannot see anybody's name, but I would love to see your comments in the chat. Okay, first things first. In order to discover your why, I highly recommend that you have a partner, someone who you trust, someone who will give you some honest feedback, someone who will challenge you. When you think you've discovered your why, they're going to say, well, why does that matter? Okay. So, first step is to think about who you could ask to work with you to help you find your why. By the way, this is something that I do. I have been working with several people recently, and we've discovered their why in a couple of hours, which is very challenging. Your why, the why that I'm talking about, resides in the portion of the brain that is responsible for your emotions, and it doesn't have language. So that's why finding your why is so hard, because your brain just can't articulate it well enough. But when you do the work to go back and forth and really, do what I'm about to recommend to you, then you can put words to it. And when you're able to put words to your why, you become a powerful being, because you can use this why as the lens from which you make decisions. It's the lens from which you work, what jobs you choose, what actions you take on. Like, you can use this knowledge, this knowing of your why. Hello, Charvet. Good to see you. You can use this knowing of your why to drive your actions and your behavior. So, number one, make sure you find a partner that can help you with this process. Okay, the next thing that I want you to do is to think of 3 to 5 impactful stories, experiences, memories that you have had from a child all the way to where you are now. Okay, think of 3 to 5 memories. And these could be good memories, these could be not so good memories, but they're impactful enough that you remember them. Okay, so someone, if you would go ahead and type into the chat to think of 3 to 5 stories, okay, impactful memories. Okay, 3 to 5 impactful memories. Now, once you have these memories, I want you to just write highlights of each one of those memories. Don't worry about writing out the whole story, but just write the highlights of the memories. And then I want you to think about the theme from that story. Like, why is it so memorable to you? What's the theme that comes out of that story? Okay. So you have your 3 to 5, and then you have all of these themes that are listed for each one of those stories. And then I want you to just kind of step back and look at those themes that you come up with and see if there's one common theme. If you have just one common theme, we might be getting really close to discovering your belief, your why. Okay. And your why is something that you believe in. It's about humanity. It's about the cause. It's about people. It's not about you. Your why is not about you. And it's not about the result, right? Or the accomplishment of paying off your mortgage or paying tuition. Your why is about what you believe about humanity. Like I believe that women should have the life that they desire and the life that they crave. And so I work with them to overcome obstacles that are keeping them from their next. And the reason I believe this is because I've had to work so hard in my life to get to where I am. And everybody works hard, okay? But for me, my passion, and I know I put on the face of this earth to help people overcome obstacles, particularly women, that are keeping them from their next, and to use my hardship and my hard experiences, the things that I've learned to help them overcome that. So when you are looking at your 3 to 5 memories, I want you to think about the theme and think about if you are able to fill in the blank, I believe, and then fill in the blank. Okay, so that's part one. Here's another part that I want you to work on. I want you to list like the top 5 descriptors of yourself. Like if you were to think about how would you describe yourself? I would say, for instance, for me, I'm loyal, I'm committed, love to have fun, love my family. So think of the descriptors of yourself. Okay, list those out. And then I want you to jot down how you show up in each one of those descriptors. So, for instance, loyalty for me, how I show up. If I say I'm going to be a part of, I'm going to work for a company, I am loyal to that company. It's almost to a fault. I'm not going anywhere. If you and I say we're friends, I am going to be loyal to you. I'm going to love you so hard, and I'm committed to you. Like you stuck with me, right? Even in our bad times, I will forgive easily and fast. If we say we're good, we're golden, we're gonna be friends, I'm gonna work like nobody's business to keep that friendship going. I'm loyal. Okay, so I want you to write out next to each one of those descriptors how you show up in that way. Okay. And then once you understand how you show up in that way, I want you to think about why it matters to you. Why is it so important for you to be loyal? Like, where did that come from? Where did this desire to be loyal come from? And I won't get all into it here for my personal because it's very personal to me. When you're working through discovering your why, you might cry as you're going through this process. Loyalty stems from my experience as a child, okay, and watching some things happen in my life. I won't go into it right now, okay. Needless to say, what I want you to do though is understand for each one of those descriptors, why does it matter to you? Okay, then it's time to take a step back. I like to say, get on the balcony and look into the dance. I want you to look at all of what you've written for your descriptors, you know, how you show up and why it matters to you, and look for a common theme, like a one line. How can you summarize this in one line? So then you have your summary of your descriptors, one liner, and then remember those 3 to 5 memorable experiences? You have a one line theme. See if you can marry those up and fill in the blank. I believe that blah, blah, blah. Now, you're going to share this with your partner. And as you're talking, share your stories with your partner and ask your partner to jot down things that they hear. Okay. And then you share with them what you believe your why is, your belief. And your partner should do one of 2 things. Number one, get chill bumps and be like, yes, oh my God, I feel that. Or they could be like, I don't think that's it. Why is that important to you? Your partner has to keep asking you why, until you get to the root of why whatever you said matters to you so much that it's not about you, but because of you. All the experiences, all of the things that you've had in your life, all those things that happened to you, like your why should be tied to that, and it's such a passion for you that as you think about the work that you do from now on, you can now work with that why in mind. Your place of business, your career, whatever it is, putting your goals together, you have your why in mind to advance it all year long. Okay. This is not an easy task. Okay. Finding your why is not easy, but it is possible. Keep working at it. It took me about 6 months. Every time I thought my partner was my husband, every time I thought I had my why, my husband would be like, well, why? Why does that matter? Right. And it helped me really drill down and get to the root of why I do what I do. And so now I'm committed. I'm that loyal girl committed to advance my why through coaching, speaking, being an author, an entrepreneur, an employee, right? And my platforms that I use to advance my why, to do those things, my company that I work for, and my business Elevate Success, and my business launch, as well as some other ministries and things. Okay. It's been a pleasure sharing with you tonight. If this was helpful to you, please type into the chat, thank you. I would love your feedback. For those of you who are in the Houston area, I have an exciting event coming up, Dreaming with Intention, right? So this is not just dreaming and throwing it into thin air and just wishing that it lands somewhere. We're actually going to take our dreams and be intentional about it into visioning, goal setting, action planning, and accountability. So we're going to do some embodiment meditation, prayer centering, really getting focused and inviting a spirit of creativity and intention into the room. And then we're going to do, yes, a vision board party, but then we're going to take it steps further and develop your top 3 goals to help you achieve your 2023 vision. And then we're going to look at each one of those goals and develop actions that you can leave the building and go execute against. Because without execution, there are no results. And then once we have all of those things created, I'm going to step back and ask you what potential roadblocks are going to come up. What potential distractions are going to come before you in 2023 that you're going to need to knock down in order to make your vision a reality? And we'll develop a few mitigating strategies for that. You'll be working with an accountability partner, choose someone, a part of the cohort. And every quarter, we're going to meet together again to talk through your wins, to talk through the areas of opportunity, do some laser coaching, whatever is necessary. Your lunch is included in this day. All of your supplies are included. And we must register by next Thursday. Actually, I'm sorry, Wednesday, January 17th. Wednesday, January 17th is the deadline to register. Get your tickets. We do have a few seats left. We are looking forward to inviting you there. You can register right here, dreamingwithintentions.eventbrite.com. And it's been an honor to be on here tonight to go live with you. I am now accepting speaking engagements. You may visit my website and invite me to your event. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me and listening to me. Chime in. If this is helpful to you, yes, Charvet, it does require some real work to find your why. Because we're going deep, and remember, we're in the portion of the brain that doesn't have language, so it takes some time. All right. Thank you all so much. Have a good one.